in the last frame. Now we can see that there's an animation there, and go ahead and set a key in the middle. Okay. So what editable motion trail does is it creates a motion trail. Basically what the name says, create a motion trail. So we have a motion trail with some kind of white dots in between. You can get motion trails to show, in case you don't get it, just go ahead and put that on. Some white dots in there. So what those white dots does is you can edit those points. Those are the keys that we have in the timeline. You can pull them up, you can pull them down, you can create any kind of arc with that editable motion. For example, you have an animation in your in character, and you want to give it like a nice arc to it, So what you do is you create a key in between, and you just adjust the arc according to the motion trail. Sometimes it's hard to really get the arcs done very nicely, and smooth arc and all, but this totally helps it. Editable motion trail creates a point in there, like a point, and you can go ahead and edit them. It kind of creates like a new nice smooth arc in there. And yep, editable motion trails here. Creating arcs since 2012. There's a new function that came out in 2012. Wasn't there in 2011. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and talk about create clip. What clip is? It's an animation clip, and do not misinterpret this with animation class. Okay, this is animation clip. This is like a video of the animation that you're gonna do. Okay. So let's go ahead and select the mouse and create an animation clip there. So we have this animation here, and that animation is kind of saved in Vista. We're going to talk about animation clips later, and when we talk more on the track setter subject, we're going to talk a lot about animation clips. So for now, just get the idea of what animation clip is. So that's where animation clip. Go ahead and check out the track setter. There you go. That's the animation clip. We have a whole topic to discuss on that track setter. Okay, create pose. So what that does is, let's open a file, see what create pose does. We have a MegaClass here. With Morpheus rig, kind of doing like a weird kind of dance pose. Alright, we're gonna use this pose. We're gonna save this pose using the create pose option there for further use. What we can do is we can go ahead, create pose there, and name it Morpheus dance pose or something like that. And go ahead and create. But we get an error. What is that error? It's because we don't have a character set for our multi character. So let's go ahead and create a character set there. Morpheus character set. That's it. So something can default and create character set. Okay, we have a multi character set now. Now it will be possible for us to create a pose there. So create and save it in the visor. Okay. So general and go to visor. So here in poses now we get this Morpheus dance pose. Okay. So there are a few of the functions there that we can use that pose. Okay, but let's go ahead and check it out. Test it out if that's working or not. Okay. Shift frame, change the pose a little bit. So we can see the difference if the pose is working or not. Raise your hands a little bit. Okay, cool. Now we can go ahead and select that. Remove the float control and apply. Pose. Alright, there you go. So our pose is perfectly working, which means we can use this pose for further work or any animation that we have later on. For example, we have a dance animation and we want to use this pose as the first pose. We can use that. Alright, cool. So what else we have? We have Ghost Selector. So Ghost Selector, I have this bouncing ball done. And the filter, and what it does is it actually creates geometry. It's like more like what we have in 2D, known as onion schemes. We can see all the frames that it's creating. Okay, let's go ahead and open up option box. You see that there are a few other specimens, and what we kind of want, only the keyframes to go, so that we can only see whatever's happening with the keyframe. Okay, so keep all the geometry and click those. Okay, so we can see that it's lined up. Let's go, and we can see whatever frames showing goes. Very cool. Okay, it's like an onion thing, but in 3D. Alright, unghost, like that is, it'll unghost, whatever, there's geometry in there. And unghost all is basically, you have like a lot of other animation going on in the scene and a lot of ghosting going on in the scene. Just go ahead and click that and we'll remove it. Create animation snapshot is basically like ghosting, but it won't keep on updating. It'll just give you like a geometry, like spatial static geometry of your last keyframe, or the whole set of keyframes right there. Okay, let's click select. So we can see that there's no movement at all. We just created a set of geometries where you can see whatever the ball went through. Cool. So just to find that out, how that happened, we have to kind of original ball. So let's go ahead and undo all that and change the animation a little bit. Let's go to the X translate so that we can move the ball to the other side. Delete the E and select left position and move it on top. So you can see that the ball is moving to the right side. Alright, so we have an animation there, the bouncing ball, and it's moving to the right side. Now when we go ahead and create an animation snapshot of it, we'll see all the bouncing balls in there, all the frames that the ball passed through. Okay? So what we have here is slow and fast mode. So when we make it slow, it'll update automatically. So whatever change we do in the animation can affect this. So if you delete that, so it's updated automatically. That's pretty cool. Alright, for the next option, which is animated sweep, we have a cylinder, very basic shape, and we have a cone, and we have a CD curve, which I took it from here, and did some tweaks and made it look like a, a stairway, which goes up to the tower. Yeah, that cylinder is kind of like a tower. The whole setup is kind of this tower where we're going to make like a stairway going up. So what we need is another nerf surface or nerf curve, to loft it along the original curve that we have. Okay. So I'm taking a circle and then later squeeze it into like a flat stair shape. Okay, let's squeeze that. Let's drag that here. Alright. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create an animation. And that animation will be, we'll select that circle curve and we'll let it follow through the curve up. So that will help us, have an animation. So let's go ahead and paste transformation now and center pivot. We'll go ahead and select that on the curve, and then we go to attach to motion path. So what that does is it'll play an animation. It'll try to go up there along the path. It'll follow the path's way. So let's go ahead and reset the settings and let it be default here, and put the inverse up button on so that we can kind of get it from the top to bottom. Okay. go ahead and say, okay, the animation is ready. Very cool. Alright. Now what we need is just, okay, the orientation is a little messed up, so let's go ahead and put that. Okay, there you go. It's fixed. Now we just need to go ahead and create an animated sweep. And it will create a geometry for us. Geometry for this whole animation sequence. Animate sweep, option box, and we're going to keep everything like the default. Now, we can use time slider from start to end. We're going to use time slider and animate sweep. Okay, there we go. We have our geometry. Right. We created it, actually locked it along the curve that we had before. Okay? So we created geometry coordinates, making it look like a stairway going on top of the tower, which is a very cool feature. This can also allow us to model complex characters and complex architectures. It's very helpful tool. Very cool stuff. Next up is turntable. What you can do with this turntable is you can showcase or make like a demonstration of your model of your animation within a camera animation. The camera will basically move around or rotate around your character or whatever's in the center. It'll just showcase, for example, like this. How many frames you have, it'll rotate it like that. So it's a great way to display your model or animation, for showcasing stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and talk about scene time warp. What is scene time warp? It's actually a very newly added feature in, I think minus 12, I don't know. So here's a file that I have. It's like a motion capture file, a motion captured animation that we can get in Advisor itself. So I imported that and did a little bit of camera animation. What I wanted to show you with this time warp is that how the time warp affects the whole scene. When you add the scene time warp into the scene, it actually creates an animation graph. So right now you won't be seeing anything happening. It'll be just normal. But when you go ahead and check out the graph editor here, and go ahead and select the time warp, we can see that we have one graph, one so that's the time warp. It's the whole scene's animation graph. Alright? But whatever, if there's a light animation, if there's like a color animation or texture animation or motion capture or whatever there is, editing this graph will affect it entirely. Okay? So for example, I'm going to go ahead and edit a few keys just to give it like slow motion or something to the entire scene. Let's go ahead and edit these few pieces. For example, we want him to slow down in certain areas when he is making a dynamic move. Like this turn over here. So we're gonna get used to add a few keyframes in there, and we're gonna tweak it later on. And even here also, so we're gonna keep that. And keyframe there, and at the end with the keyframe. So, okay. So here we have 3 dynamic modes in the body, and those dynamic modes we're gonna edit those keys to give it like a slow motion. Alright, and it will affect entire, not only the motion capture, but it's going to affect also the camera. Okay. You can see that it's already coming to slow it down now. The whole